No Jumper, coolest podcast in the motherfucking world. And today I'm here with Haiti Babii, viral sensation, up and coming star. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
High as shit after that last interview. We're pretty good, ready to rock.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man, for having me. It's a blessing, bro.
No, yeah, man. I'm fucking hyped on your shit, actually, to be honest. I got aware of you based on that fucking viral freestyle, but then ever since then, I've been listening to your shit on YouTube, and I'm fucking hyped on you. You're super talented.
That shit, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Let's talk about it. You're from Stockton.
Yeah, from Stockton, California.
Rare ass place to be from. It's like when we think of Stockton, we think of it as the place that's so grimy that it birthed Nick and Nate Diaz. That's how I think of.
Yeah. I mean, it is what people perceive it to be, but
is it not as gnarly as I think it is?
It's more people trying to fit in, because you got to think about it. Stockton is like, since it's the middle area thing, it's more people like, what is the niche? That's why a lot of people out there don't really know, because it's a combination from LA to Bay,
right.
Sacramento. Everybody's just in one city. It's scrambled together. So
like identity crisis in between.
Crisis.
I see that.
You feel where I'm coming from. So once people out there find that niche, it's a lot of talent out there. Yeah. I'm far from just being the only one, and I hope I'm not the only one. I hope the others who are talented, I'm able to sign those artists and profit.
Is there anyone who's blown up out of Stockton, really, or is it still kind of dry in that regard?
It's most likely been people that I probably don't even know the name of, but
a long time ago and shit, yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago and shit, way before me. Definitely not the first.
But you feel like right now there's nobody really popping off. Is that part of your motivation that you wanted to do it big for where you come from?
Yeah, I see nobody representing it. So I was like, man, I think this would be huge. Just the whole outcome. That's why I changed my name to Haiti Babii too.
What was it at first?
My rap name?
Yeah.
Murder Mook.
Murder Mook?
That's not commercial at all.
There's already a Murder Mook.
They're a freestyler.
Right.
Definitely want to battle him.
But did you know that there was another Murder Mook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad damn near, because when I searched it in, I got to research his stuff. I fell in love with battle rap. I didn't know what battle rap was until I named myself Murder Mook and then did research on the original one after I changed my name. And I was like, let me research him. And I did research on battle rapping. So, that's when I started looking into Meek Mill's career, the Cassidy's, and sorry to put that name together. But
no, but you're right, though. A lot of people who are rap fans these days don't know how ill the battle rap scene is, and don't know how much good content there is on YouTube if you want to watch battles, because there are so many legendary ones. Yeah.
And I didn't know the Eminem thing was real for the 8 Mile. I didn't have no clue.
Right.
So
that shit goes
that
down.
was real. I'm like, oh, so you're actually gifted. You worked hella hard to get where you're at, and that mindset, it grew on me, because at first, work ethic coming from Stockton, where people get lazy. Once you get comfortable, you get lazy, and having a lazy mindset, it just eliminates all possibilities to be successful in life. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna change the way I think and broaden my mind, because I want to be successful.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you start out making music?
I started out making music regular, like basement type. But before that, I was writing like movies and scripts. That's what I say would help me. And I always paid attention, like in English class. That was my main.
How old are you?
21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grew up around gospel music, and like, I don't want to put anybody in just a gospel category, because Lauryn Hill makes excellent music. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up around that type of environment. Marvin Gaye's. And Temptations.
Love Martin Gaye. That's what I grew up around. My mom would play him constantly. Yes.
And then the advantage of YouTube, people don't understand, I start typing in John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, Colorado, start typing in, learning about Extension's career and people in my age group that I can learn from, because I don't want to be the kid that comes in. It's just everyone just, I want to do my own thing. I want to learn. I'm open-minded, open. My ears are just, I have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so I'll use these more.
Being smart is always going to be a huge advantage, or being informed. Like if you're a young dude who only knows about the shit that's going on right now, that's why there's so many rappers that just sound like fucking Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi's dope, but he's him, and there's like a million people just trying to sound like him, doing the same punchline, same everything. Those people would be wise to go get interested in other eras of music, other demographics. Fucking learn something. Look at Lil Nas X. He blew up. He made a fucking country song.
Yeah.
Just because he chose to actually think outside the box and change his sound up,
Thinking outside the box. And what captivates, makes it more like interesting, is the story, the Stockton, coming from Stockton. So I'm living in a box, so I had to think outside the box, because I'm living in it. And then going through my, my trials and tribulations, being shot by police, going to jail, those quick incidents that happen, I used them to my advantage, and I flipped it into positivity because I knew reading a book called The Secret by Rhonda, I forgot her last name. I can't think of it right now, but reading that book and controlling the energy and the wave frequencies I put out there, it's just like, now I just go off energy. I go in the studio and I don't have to write. People be like, oh, you just freestyle and just bullshit. I'm like, it's not that I'm bullshit, it's that I'm comfortable. Like right now, I'm comfortable right now. Like as soon as I walked in here, you gave me a good vibe, your whole energy, your whole cast, Jason and all them.
Shout out Jason. Rare cosign right there. Jason doesn't get enough shout outs on here. Jason, not the killer from the movie. Oh man. Okay, let me ask you this: is when you went in to do that freestyle, did you know that freestyle was gonna break the fucking internet? Did you know you were about to go viral?
I just wanted to encourage people to attempt the impossible, And I knew the it's all a part of my propaganda. I had this mapped out at the age of 10. I looked into Oprah when I was a young age, used to watch her little shows, and she was always talking about having plans, making sure nothing is like freelance. Write it out. And then if you write it out, you can tell the world it was freelance. They would never know.
That's very smart right there.
I've written all this out. Yeah, this has been, I knew I was going to get on the platform and do that and show my talent.
But were you sitting there beforehand thinking, I'm going to go on there and I'm going to do the wildest freestyle that anybody ever heard, just to fuck with people, and it's gonna go viral, and then those same people are gonna go and look into my other music and figure out what else I got going on?
I looked into my analytics and I checked out 85% of the people who watched that video went back and watched my music because my streams pop. So I do research, I study, I do stuff like this. So people think I'm just a regular rapper. I'm actually above, like, my mental is. So I'm already doing marketing. Like I'm just marketing myself. There's a bunch of promotion. Like every word, every melody you heard in that freestyle was from an up-and-coming song I would be doing. I just try to challenge myself. I walked into the room. Let's see if I can fit every song I've done, every song I'm going to promote in the future.
Really? That was what you did there? That's what I'm missing out on, is that was actually little chunks of all the songs that I've been listening to?
If I can scramble it, especially on the Timberland beat. Like I only heard the beat one time for 30 seconds and I cut it off. Then I went to the freestyle. So you got to understand, that whole beat was new. None of that was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it just was new. It was brand new. I can do a freestyle right now.
Let's hear it.
Me and Adam. I was walking down the street in my pants sagging. Remember back then I said I was Bin Laden, but I'm good and I'm hood. And I'm good and I'm hood. Me and Adam, pants sagging. Remember back then I said I was Bin Laden, pants, yeah.
No, I feel you though.
Keep it 100, I'm a gunner, yeah. Thuggin' to the sun up with my thuggers, yeah. Freedom thugs, yeah. Need to sell no drugs. Free to plug your mind, fuck your intellect. Haiti baby, I need respect. Run me my money, bitch, give me my check. Get hit, bitch, give neck. Slappy tighty. It's just having fun.
I like it, man. That was ill.
You see, my words will come out positive because your energy.
Right.
Bro, other people get bad vibes.
But people don't know that that's what goes down in the studio, is that really being in the studio is about just, putting something out there, just blurting out some sounds, going with some melodies, and then that's how rappers figure out what they're going to actually put on the track. And that's what I thought was interesting about you in that thing, is that's kind of what it felt like, is like you were just experimenting with different melodies and shit, like the way you would be in the studio.
Yeah, I experiment with, basically what I do is I go in the studio and this is how I start the beat. I'm gonna show you. And I make a beat around that noise. So the beat would and turn the beats per minute, 92, 93, I say. I already had that in my head because I practiced so much. I work so hard at this. So this is, you gotta understand, this is no longer freestyle for me. This is me preparing. I'm just doing what I'm so used to doing consistently. It's like Curry's jump shot. You're not gonna go in there and tell him how to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
How long you feel like you've been making music for? Or that
I feel like I've been making music
this?
since 10 months years old. I feel like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You just always had in your soul, you were a baby who was like, sort of had bars?
I could never sit down. And I'm an entertainer. Like my bars are like, I consider my bars average. I consider my lyrics average. I'm an entertainer. My performance is by far like what you've yet to see. You know, Bobby Brown, Chris Brown. I'm bringing everything back to life. I'm making being humble cool again.
Really?
Yeah.
You consider yourself humble?
Yeah.
Can't be humble in the jungle, though.
Can't be humble in the jungle, but you know you had to struggle. Hey.
You're making me want to bust some bars out too, bro.
Come on.
Nah, I can't do it.
Come on, I get 50%.
No, well, okay, fine. No.
beat.
When I came into the podcast game, I knew that I also had to take an oath to not rap.
Explain.
My mom was just like, "You're not gonna start rapping, right?" And I was like, "Nah, no way."
But would you open your own publishing company?
I have a label situation, a little low key label situation. I got some artists in the pipeline.
I'm down to do business.
Let's do it, man. Ooh, the Haiti Babii feature is a rare feature right now too. Have you had anybody big hit you up since the freestyle went viral?
Yeah, I can't talk about it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Too big?
Yeah.
The Drake verse is on the way?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No. Not yet. Hopefully though. Hopefully everybody taps in because I produce all my records. So
right.
If you can't get a feature, you can get a beat.
Right. Well, that's
like
a good
I'm not
point
just
right there.
no like. I want to break this down. I want to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got a bag, don't tap into DMs. You know what I'm saying? If
You got value to bring to the table.
I'm offering a lot. I'm giving you a whole package, a whole show.
Yeah, and that's how I always think of it. Is like, listen, if you go and pay for a verse from somebody, that if you're confident in your music, then you should believe that you're going to be able to make that money back from that piece of work.
Yeah.
So
and I'm very
fuck a
picky too.
freebie.
I would want somebody's best work on my work.
Exactly.
If I'm on your work, I would want it to be like sound a certain way. I would even boost somebody those vocals up. Like, no, you need to be louder. This is your song. This needs to sound like this. I stay in the room when it comes. I mix all my songs. I stay in the room. Like I don't like.
Like if you pay for a Gucci Mane verse and people still don't care about your song, then that's a pretty good piece of evidence that you're not that good.
That's example, but somebody needs that. You need to throw something out in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So you need to get kind of little buzz to see where your crowd, see where your audience goes.
Facts. How'd you feel about any hate that you might have got from that freestyle? Was there much of that?
That's necessary. I needed it.
Trial by fire.
I'm not into the game, and then of course I'm going to show love. I stepped in the game to show love, but do I expect that same feeling back? No, let's be realistic. I'm not going to get that. So obviously, I don't give a fuck. Do you give a fuck when you wake up when somebody thinks about you? Yeah, we don't give a fuck. We're some I don't give a fuck type people. And we're going to be successful, and we are successful, and we're going to continue to grow. It's survival of the fittest. You have to be hungry, and I want this more than half the people hating on me. You feel me? I'm going to go back to school. I'm planning on getting my bachelor's. I'm doing like.
Why are you going back to school? You're not gonna be a rapper?
For the resume. Go back to school for the resume. Make it look good. So when you go away, you have that background. Damn, he did this. So it makes somebody else follow my footsteps. Go do that.
Right.
So you want to follow me? Go do that.
It's weird to be telling kids that they need to stay in school if you just immediately drop out of school, even though I respect it.
Yeah, yeah. Some people drop out of school, but some people, it's the school. Remember how I told you in the back, like school environment. See, I graduated high school, but some kids I see, they don't work in good school environments. So I'm like, I want to set up like a little courses, A&R courses, or engineer courses, something to keep them out. Like I don't care if it's about if you're skateboarding, the skateboarding class, do like something, research, homework. Everything like needs to be studied. Like
they need to have more skateboarding classes. Like gym class should just skate class. Like learn to do a kickflip day.
Yeah. But you don't understand, like some people feel like that's bullshit and that's funny, but you gotta understand, do something they want to do. It's all about reverse psychology.
It's
you
all
can
about
manipulate
giving
them to learn.
When it comes to kids, it's all about giving them a tool that they can then use as a creative output that they can make something out of. Out
of anything. You could tell somebody a quote about how to skateboard, and they can use that. That quote could stick with them through life, and they can carry that on into building their own organization. Like, my skateboarding teacher once told me, and then they build off of that.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Wait, but so you're a fucking baller, huh?
Yeah.
You were showing me some videos. You had
some
a
dunking videos?
crazy dunk.
Yeah. I hoop back in the day. I still can hoop now. I dunk on anybody that want that.
You were obsessed with basketball your whole childhood. When were you super good? Were you on like the high school team and all that shit?
I was on a high school team. I always stay getting injured and stuff. Of course, I had bad grades like everybody else's story. But basketball for me was like Once I learned that I'm playing this just to get disciplined. I wasn't playing it to go to the NBA.
Really? That wasn't your goal?
No. Why would that be a goal?
You knew that you wanted discipline. Most people don't know that discipline is a good thing.
Because I'm from Stockton. I don't have discipline. We're wild. I never wanted to be the type of... I knew that I wanted to do music from the jump, but I just didn't know how to step into it. I didn't know, none of this. I didn't know how to step into it. So I was like, you know what? I got to start from somewhere. And before I did that, before I told my stepfather and my mama that I don't want to play basketball, I continued it just for the discipline. Just to keep me, because I knew if I weren't playing basketball, I was going to be outside. Right. Anything you say to me, I wanted to fight. So when people ask me, if it wasn't for rapping, what would you be doing? I'd be like, you know what? I had discipline with sports, so I would have been in business regardless. I would have been making money regardless. I wouldn't have been on the street shooting at you. I would have been making some money.
But did you grow up in that environment where there are a lot of bad influences? Was it right out there as an opportunity to sell drugs and do all kinds of bullshit? Television is the worst influence in the world. If your comprehension skills is low, and my comprehension skills was low, so I needed a guider. Yeah. And my stepfather wasn't there 24/7 to, he had to work real hard. My mom had to work real hard. So coaches, secondary fathers, people, mentors, uncles, people keeping men around me because, a lot of people fall off course because of men or weaker women and, raising that person or being around that person, just a neighbor. So I always keep an open mind when I was young, being free and always listen to coaches and, I would battle, ask questions, but I knew this is a coach. This is my moment to ask questions and battle because I'm not going to get this in the future. Right. People are not going to give me no second chances or run a lap and then it's okay. I'd rather go run and do a lap and work out and you do that so I can be disciplined. So I know how to act, how to present myself. It's very wise. A lot of people don't understand the value of that. Can we go back to, you mentioned earlier and said that you got shot by the cops?
Yeah.
Tell me about this situation.
Mistaken identity.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you when it went down?
Stockton.
Just on the street? California. Just hanging out, or what were you doing?
Well, just in Stockton, California, mistaken identity. Got shot in my chest by my heart. And then that whole situation, people look at it like, some kids look at it like, dang, he hard, he got shot by police. Because I said it in the song, Fun Nut, I'm really him. But really what I meant by that is like, it's just a battle scar, really him. I really came from that. I really come from this. And I'm really humbling myself mentally and I'm really growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really him. I'm a strong individual. But people comprehended it the wrong way.
Do you get money out of the cops because they shot you?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
So they can just shoot you and it's just whatever, huh?
I wouldn't even know.
That's fucked.
Right. As soon as that situation happened, what I thought about? I was like, wow, this whole time I was in school, they never taught me how to present myself in front of an officer. Laws or nothing like that. I didn't know nothing except in that situation. I was like, just in the room, just like bleeding out, just like whatever happens, happen type shit. And I was like, you know what? This is not going to happen coming around again. You know what I'm saying?
Did they immediately figure out that you weren't who they were attempting to apprehend?
I don't even know.
Really? You just woke up in the hospital or?
Just woke up. Yeah, basically. Opened my eyes back up, still bleeding, still in handcuffs. Other than that, I just got going about my business after that and kept pushing my music.
Really?
Yeah. But that was like...
When was that? Yeah.
6 months ago.
6 months?
Yeah.
And the bullet went right by your fucking heart?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Whoa. That's crazy, man. But what, so people got the wrong idea? People thought that you were sort of using that as a way to act hard or whatever? Is that what you're telling me?
People thought it like that, but I thought of it as promotion. I was like, you know what, I'm going to use this as to market myself, to promote it. It's flipping to something positive. Right. You want to play, you want to do that? All right, watch what I do with it.
Oh, it's weird how anything that's bad that happens to you, I don't know if you saw this video, there's a viral video of this kid who ran in here and tried to put a gun in my face.
Yeah.
And like, nothing bad happened because he didn't shoot me and we beat the fuck out of him and he had to go to the hospital. He's still in jail. But it's like the fact that something really bad almost happened to me, all of a sudden I'm on the news, I'm on Inside Edition, I'm getting all these followers and everything. It's like, it's weird when something like real bad happens, there's usually a pretty clear silver lining on it.
You gotta use it to your advantage. Something bad happened. Flip it.
I had to take that advantage. I'm like, all right, I'm going on all these people's podcasts to talk about this bad thing that just happened to me.
The blogs do it to us all the time, rappers especially.
Yeah, exactly.
You watch what you say around people that had certain platforms because they flip your words. They just took an advantage of what you're saying.
That's part of being a rapper these days is knowing how to game the media.
It's the knowing.
You did it expertly with that freestyle.
Yeah, but not every rapper is supposed to know that because then every rapper be bop, bop, bop.
But they're all trying. That's why everybody's got some stupid face tattoo. Everybody got some dyed hair.
Well, I only think it's a stupid face tattoo if it has no meaning.
Right. No, I'm not saying bad things about all face tattoos, but sometimes you see some 17-year-old kid and he got his whole face covered up and it's just so obvious that he's just trying to be a meme. And it's just like, holy fuck, how the fuck did we end up here?
Those are the 50-50 people, I call them. People that want to be seen but don't want you to see what they're going through. So it's always pain behind somebody, you know. I never judge a book by its cover.
You put a lot of your pain into your music?
I try to... thing what I do with my messages and my story, I don't want to put it on one song and a couple of songs. I try to stretch it out as long as I can so you can hear the evolve. So every album has a niche you never knew about me or a story you never heard about me. Like, man, I never knew that. He never said that his first album. I thought he came out by his whole truth. Now, like, no, I'll continue to do that in and out. Deliver. That's the manipulation of reverse psychology, like I said. It's like me making a song and then you thinking I'm just saying bullshit like the whole time. I'm like, humble yourself, be wise, man.
Right.
And then spinning message didn't tell you I got shot by the police when I was 21. I'm just throwing you off. It's like a pebble. Boom.
Right.
You know, the beat would be banging. Boom, boom, boom. Then I'll say something. You won't even, it just blow past you. But then when you listen to it a second time, you might hear part of it.
Yeah.
So it's always something new. I try to always like figure out how to put a message in somewhere and twist it.
Right.
Like a little subliminal to myself instead of targeting other rappers.
Yeah.
That's why I did the freestyle like that, because I'm not afraid to be laughed at. I want to be laughed at on my site. Laugh at me on my channel, on my blog, on my Instagram, on my platform, so I can boost my comments up. Do that on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting, though, because I feel like anybody who really knows about rap was able to see the talent in that performance. Like, even though it was kind of spastic and all over the place, that there was a lot of people watching it who were like, yo, that shit was sick as fuck. Even though, like, a lot of people were looking at it from, like, a meme context. That's why it was brilliant. It's because a lot of people were able to look at it as just funny. But then people who were, like, real pay attention were, like, able to identify, like, whoa, he's doing his thing.
The ingenious decision.
Do you know who Chrissy Teigen is?
Yeah.
She's one that stood out to me, that she was tweeting about how she watched it 20 times or some shit.
Yeah.
That's what she said. She watched it 20 times. She's like, it keeps getting crazier.
Chrissy Teigen opened up big doors for Stockton. Not
She
just
did.
Haiti Babii, for Stockton. When they posted, they put Stockton's very own Haiti Babii. I'm like, oh.
Yo, you must have had everybody hitting you up about it. Was that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy, but you got to understand, since it was planned out, it didn't feel how other people thought it would feel. So I was already like, okay, yeah.
Right.
About time.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Follow Me was going to do that because I wore, you know, it's certain stuff I do. I wore black Air Forces, high top. I knew that was a meme at the time. Took my shirt off, did a little B2K dance. I know they're on tour again. It's little marketing stuff I do, like little niches I do to throw people off to see, okay, where's he going with this? Then I boom.
You're doing all the stuff that labels are supposed to do for artists.
But you can do it on your own if you do your research.
Well, if you're smart enough that you have that intuition. YouTube University. What else do you learn how to do on YouTube?
I would type in business management 101. Just, I did that at first. And Leonard Cohen, we type, even though people say bad stuff about Dame Dash, typing in Dame Dash, what can I learn from him? What can I learn from Jay-Z? What can I learn from these people?
Yeah.
Who are their mentors? I just started typing in shit.
Dame Dash definitely worth learning about, even if at some point you also have to learn, like, damn, Dame Dash is a little aggressive. Dame Dash is a little wild, bro. But like, I fuck with him, but
I need a side of every boss in the game. I need a personality trait from each one. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Dame Dash has that dog, but he's full-time dog.
Right.
I got to be a dog in the vicinity, so I need to know when to use it.
Right.
When to call people out when they're being a coward, a weaker individual. When to, it's all about placement, timing.
Dame Dash is good for that in terms of just being bold and just not being afraid to just tell somebody what the fuck is up. He does not give a shit.
Yeah.
Anybody else you look up to? I notice a lot of people definitely could see the lyrical influence from Young Thug. Is that accurate?
I got Young Thug, Mystical, Silk the Shaka. Busta Rhymes, I got a few times. I seen that here and there. What else? I got a lot of oldies too. A lot of people was comparing me to a lot of old artists. They're like, he has soul in him. But yeah, of course, the Young Thug, Mystical, they're probably, and Bone Thugs, they reached out. They didn't reach out, but one of them posted me on their page. I just like to be posted on your platform, basically.
Yeah.
Even if you making fun of me, I'm happy. I'm like, hey, man, I appreciate it. Even the people who's making fun of you, I was like, man, that joke was crazy. I like that. They was like, man, you're different. I'm like,
if you hit somebody up, if somebody's talking shit and you hit them up, and are like, man, if you just show love, then it's like chances are that they're gonna have to find it in their heart to show love back.
And I know half the people that on the internet, it's a joking site. So one of my ideas was to make a joking site, like make our own separate Instagram just to roast, like roast every picture. Like that's what Warstar is just big roast.
Yeah.
But I'd rather profit off you roasting on me on my platform. Shit.
It's a fact.
Big facts.
But getting on World Star or whatever is a good entry point towards getting people on your platform.
Me messing with Thizzler, me messing with Empire, good entry point in my career. I do those steps for a reason.
Have you been doing all the label meetings since that freestyle took off, or were you doing label meetings before that, or what's your thought process on that?
After the freestyle, I needed to get all eyes on me, like Tupac said, just to grab people attention real quick. Look at this, boom. Now I got a song coming out, Blue Dragon. Boom, they go see that, and they gonna be like, oh, that's what that intertwines with the freestyle. I'm like, yeah, it's all a part of my master plan. It just basically the label see it's a method to the madness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just a bullshit lucky.
Well, I mean, they're happy when you're smart, I think, because they want you to be able to, sort of spark marketing plans. Like if you can make yourself go viral, that's great, because a lot of these labels are basically just their entire job is trying to make people go viral that are not inherently going to go viral.
Yeah. And I just didn't want a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? And it's so like, I'm a hypocrite, of course. I'm my best critic. But gimmick to me, like, even clout chasing, those two words, people just feel like, oh, anybody's clout chasing. Like, some people reach out to me. I don't look at it as clout chasing. Like, kids be like, oh, man, you do this, man. I want to do just like that. You know, I could reply, that's clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, because I look at it like that's worth more than money. If it makes sense, like, to me, for me to inspire somebody, I feel like that's worth more than money. But what you said about, like, the music wise, like, to go back to reflect on part of the music and the freestyle is like, it's a word. It's called what's it called? Fisson, 18th century French word that we looked up on Google.
You said fission?
Fission. It's like a skin orgasm you get off music and melodies.
Oh, I don't know.
And I never knew I got that.
Skin orgasm.
Yeah.
So what? Like you hear music and it just like makes your skin stand up. You have an orgasm in your skin.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I always got that every time I hear sounds.
Like nails on a chalkboard type thing. That'll give it to you too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't like those sounds.
Do you smoke weed or you just
I just smoke weed. I don't do nothing else. I don't do no other drugs.
That's good.
Yeah. Because you gotta understand, I had ADHD. They try to make it seem like that was a huge disorder for me growing up.
They try to put you on Adderall as a kid?
They did, and it would like make me hella depressed.
Really?
And depression, then I will stop. My reverse from depression would be anger. So I would lash out for like reasons that I wouldn't even know. So that's when I would try to humble myself. Then I looked into myself as like, you know what? Why am I like this? What is this? Why don't I feel comfortable in my own skin at least? You know what I'm saying? I'm from Stockton. It's not millions of black people. See, I grew up around a lot of Vietnamese, Laos, Thai, Cambodians, and Hispanics. So I didn't really get to see my culture really evolve. That's why I'm repping so hard. I'm so proud to be who I am.
That's why you named yourself that as well? You're proud of your Haitian heritage?
I put it on me, California Haitian.
Right.
So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to represent, because a lot of people out here don't even know who you are. We all come from Africa at the end of the day, you know, the motherland. But
even me?
Yep. Even you.
Long time
That's why
ago.
you got tatted and you got the swag like that. You dig those
You think?
Yeah.
Trying to find my way to Wakanda.
Oh.
Slowly. Holy shit.
I
gotta
watched a couple
rewatch
of your
that.
interviews too.
Which ones?
The one you did with DJ Vlad and the one DJ Vlad did on you.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do a little research before.
Oh, I appreciate that. I actually enjoyed interviewing Vlad a lot. That was fun.
Right. Yeah, he's from
Smart dude.
the Bay too. So I was oh, that's cool. So when I meet these people, it's not gonna be like something new to them. Like you know.
If you meet people and you're educated about who they are, that is a big part that stresses me out about where I'm at in life, is that there's a million motherfuckers that know about me and I haven't had the time to research them, and I want to like meet people and know about them and shit. But like something like going to Rolling Loud, I'm meeting so many artists and shit, and like the reality is I'm meeting so many people from labels. The reality is I don't know who the fuck a lot of them are, and sometimes that can be offensive, and I want to be respectful of everybody. I want to be a good student of the culture and be on top of everything. It's challenging though.
You can't please everybody, and And you're doing good. Like your shit is doing good, bro.
I appreciate
like if
it.
no one ever said that, you're doing a great job.
My
you know
friend,
what I'm saying?
thank you.
You've led a lot of African Americans on this show. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. You only will evolve. You know what I'm saying? Your team's gonna get stronger. And when your team gets stronger, then you won't have to worry about going. Everything's a FaceTime. Everything should be a FaceTime for you at a certain point in life.
That's that's what I like about doing podcasts is that it's like the idea that you could just interview enough people. Every time you do an interview, you're just increasing your network. I just had the Danny Lay girl here. Boom. That's because I gave an interview to a smaller artist named Emotional Zan, and that they happen to have the same not manager, but somebody that they work with was the same. So he got me the interview with her, and then he also manages the Diaz brothers, Small World, Stockton connection. Yeah. Boom. It's like that, but that's so dope. It's like to think that like just because you fucked with one person, that you could just create more and more connections, more networks to be able to do more and more.
You should have somebody taking notes every interview you do, so you can write a book on your experience of art, of hip hop.
Fuck a book. We're making YouTube videos.
Oh yeah. You do the YouTube video. Shit. All right, I'll write the book.
Thought about writing a book. You thinking about writing a book?
Yeah, I'm writing one right now.
Really? What's it called?
I ain't
about
got
to pull out a notepad?
Funkadelic Soul Rhythm.
Funkadelic Soul Rhythm?
Freedom Thugs, Jungle Bamboo, California Haitian Love Vendetta.
These are all working titles, options?
Working titles.
There's a book right there. It looks like a book.
This is just like I make little quotes in my head and write them down to see what I can lead on, what I can tell after that. And even if I don't write a book, I like practice it. You know, Oprah said do like a little map. When I was young, we did like a little map, little island map, build your island of your career and stuff, your dream house and all this stuff.
Okay.
So just making sure I keep my imagination as high as I can, then I know I'll always be able to reach the youth.
Right.
Because once I lose my creativity and my imagination, I'm worthless.
Yeah. No,
then
that's
I'll just
facts.
Be an individual with a couple dollars in my pocket. I don't want to be an individual with a couple
You've
dollars.
certainly harnessed that though. You've got that childlike creativity still intact, don't you think?
I gotta keep that mindset.
Yes.
I can't. That's why when I see negative energy or bad energy, fuck fighting them or fuck shooting them. I'm down there running out the room because I cannot be around. If I go in the room and I see dark purple or any dark colors and it's vibrant, if that makes sense, because I feel off that. I feel somebody's emotion. I know when someone's going through something. And I'll just walk out. Like I'll get disgusted. Like my stomach would turn. Cause
You've got like an internal mood ring.
Yeah, that's
gauging the scenario.
If I can write that down.
You gonna write that down? Internal mood ring.
Internal.
That might be the name of my next album.
I'm gonna use it to express the what it is.
No, but I mean that is, you know, life is all about intuition and experience and having been through scenarios enough times that you can identify the patterns that are going on. Like, you know, so like I feel like given where I'm at and how much experience I have, it's very easy for me to meet somebody who's a con artist or a bullshitter and to know.
Yeah, off the rip.
You don't have that when you're young. It's hard. You have to develop that by meeting a lot of people and realizing who's a bullshitter and who's legit and going through so many experiences. It's like there's stuff that seems so obvious to me right now that a year ago I had no clue about.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like me. That's kind of like me saying like the way I'm feeling right now, my mindset now might not be the same 6 years from now.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Nah, of course. You're always growing. You're always changing. Hopefully in 6 years you don't have the same mentality you have right now.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
has to change.
It has to change. Yeah, you're right. Don't stay the same. That's why I
didn't
always
do all this. You can't put in all this work and stay the same. And
no.
People don't want you to stay the same. People, if you let's say like your music career gets super popping, all of a sudden you're killing it. The problem with being a popular recording artist is that you then have to fucking also keep developing. People won't like you if you keep doing the same thing over and over. Even Beyonce, you know, if she just puts out the same album 2 times in a row, it's going to be bad for her. The fans are going to turn on her. She has to develop every fucking chapter of the way. And she's one of the most beloved artists in the world, you know?
Yeah. You got to make them hate you.
Well, I don't know about that.
But
you have to challenge
that's
them
the
for
quote
sure.
Kanye West told himself.
Really?
Make them hate you.
He said that.
Nah.
Really? Oh, okay.
That was a conscience right there.
No, but that's interesting. Well, I mean, but there is an extent to that. It's like every Kanye project has been like radically different than the one before it, and that's what's been able to keep him.
I think that's art.
Yeah.
That's like what makes it artistic. Like when I said the quote, like I said, like a fake quote. Kanye said, "Make them hate you." Like, and I know that's a fake quote, but using that instance, and people would comprehend that, and that's when you get these antics they pull, the weird shit, and then the beefing with hella other people their age and trying to be hella competitive in the wrong way.
Right.
And I see how that can be misled. Because what I just said, like, I could see how that can be misled.
I mean, you went viral in a way where you just sort of put your skills on display. The easy way to go viral, in my opinion, is like starting some fake drama.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
I never want to do that. It's no point because it's like, I don't know you. You don't know me. You ain't never doing a rock at me. Peaches and cream, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we funking for? Especially if you're embracing hip hop, regardless what race you are, we're in the same category at this point.
Right.
Soon as you embrace hip hop, you know, black, white, or whatever you are, like, we shouldn't even be on that type of hype. We just lost Nipsey. We been lost Pac. You motherfuckers ain't learned until like everyone's gone. Like, what is it gonna take? I guess it's gonna take people like me to just do my job and influence and continue the marathon and, you know, and hope for the best.
Nipsey meant a bunch to you?
Yeah, he meant a lot. I got
Really?
Nipsey All Money tatted right here.
Really?
Just inspirational. Even outside the music, him watching him doing his interviews.
Yeah.
Even like everything. You know what I'm saying? Hella inspirational. Yeah.
No, that makes sense for sure. Just because he's like, you know, a really, really strong role model for just anyone who wants to do their thing independently, music-wise.
He made me feel comfortable representing where I'm from, because he represents where he's from, and he's from LA, but he represented his race and ethnicity and shit. So I was like, it made me feel more comfortable representing my flag.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that. So, yeah, losing him, it kind of hurt, because it's like, damn, I didn't even get to meet him.
Yeah.
Hold a conversation. But now that he's gone, where I believe now that he's gone, his message and his soul spread it everywhere. So now I get to speak to you. Now when I pray, I get to speak to you.
Yeah. There's a weird benefit to dying young, let's be real, because then you get a chance to be like immortalized in your prime form, you know?
Yeah.
There's a reason why Pac and Biggie are so legendary, is because we never got to see him be a 50-year-old dude joking around on Instagram.
Yeah, because I didn't know who ODB was. I didn't know who Big L was. Then once I checked into their music, and then you know, once you do research about the fallen angels in hip hop, you appreciate it. If you don't, like, you're in the wrong category.
But you're smart that you're able to appreciate it, because I feel like a lot of young kids, they don't really have like the ability to like look outside of themselves and realize, like, listen to something from 1995 and realize like, oh, okay, that's why this was dope, because this was new and different and this wasn't happening at the time. You know, if you're a stupid person, you listen to Big L and you're like, oh, well, this just sounds like somebody rapping. But if you get it, you're like, no, this is like the first time that motherfuckers were being this fucking funny on songs.
Yeah, he was talking shit.
He was talking a whole lot of shit. He was saying crazy, cocky, confident shit that, like, you know, I had never heard anything like it when I first heard it when I was young, you know?
Beastie Boys, too. Like, they beats fucking hard.
Beastie Boys changed everything.
Like, that shit is hard. Like, when you really research, then you won't feel like, you know, some rappers feel like they created everything. I made this. And I did my research on a lot of artists. I'm just like, oh, so nothing I'm doing is new. Everything I'm doing is just being reintroduced.
Yeah, reappropriated for a new generation and in a different way, you know?
In a different way, yes. Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's the key, is like being able to look outside of yourself and take influences from different places. Because, you know what's the worst is when you hear somebody rap and they have a bar that's like, blah, 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 like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and then the first blah, blah, blah is like the name of a popular song, and then the second blah, blah, blah is the name of the artist who made that song, but it's like a recent song. It's like, no, you're not allowed to just say, I'm dripping like Gunna.
Yeah.
No, not allowed. You can't just say the name of a fucking, like, an artist and then like the thing he always says.
Yeah.
That's the most boring thing you possibly do. You got to think of something funny.
At that point, you're not inspired. At that point, you're being lazy.
Yeah. I have so many pet peeves when it comes to rap.
You're supposed to. It's your opinion.
Yeah. And I also never want to hear anybody ever say, if it's going to make dollars, it got to make sense or whatever. Like anything like that. Please just never say that again. I've heard so many people say that. It drives me crazy.
My past records, I said a lot of crazy stuff, and I listened back to it. But even though it was ignorant, I feel like it was necessary, because now you see, like, damn, he really grew. Like, he's on a whole nother path. Like, we see what stage he was at, and he's admitting it. Yeah. And he's carrying it with him, and he's like, yeah, I still stand on that, but now I'm developed. You see my craft. I didn't just pop out of nowhere. You seen the freestyle. That was just to grab your attention. Now watch me work.
Definitely. Watch me work. Watch me nay. Dude, all right. I appreciate you coming on the show and shit. It's been very, very informative to get to figure out what you got going on. You're a very smart guy. Very bright mind.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I got high hopes for you. I believe in you. I must be in a good mood today because I was telling Danny Lay the same thing. But I fuck with her. She's cool as shit.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in her. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. Everybody watching this out there. I believe in you.
We believe.
Do you believe in them?
Yes.
Cool. That's good to know. All right, I got to go eat a dinner with T Grizzly for this new show that he's doing.
T Grizzly?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your show called?
It's called like Dinner with Grizzly.
Dinner with Grizzly.
You sit there and you eat food with him, and like I guess he has like Instagram models bringing you food.
For real?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Eating ass, man.
Eating ass? Hopefully T Grizzly doesn't serve me any ass.
big porn stars on the plate.
Oh, their ass. Yeah. No, good point. Yeah. I just don't want to eat T Grizzly's ass. That's disturbing.
Yeah, I fuck with T Grizzly. That one record, that's never gonna be forgotten.
Definitely.
That was
That's a
big
fact.
drop.
That's a good example, man. He's such a big hit right there. It's kind of like it's hard to live up to the next shit after that. He had a run of massive songs.
Yeah, but it's all about marketing too. You know, depending on what you put out, because next song he can have with Sway Lee, and you be like, whoa, he blew past that old record.
I feel like talent, like if you have the talent, then it's like whatever. Even if you're not popping at that moment, if you really have the talent, if your hype is all image based, then it's gonna be hard to get the hype back. But if you're just good musically, then you always have a path back into their hearts.
What I like to say is the talented people. It's not definitely. I'm not talking about T Grizzly. I'm talking about every artist. We're so talented. We get comfortable, and this is speaking to every artist, not even my predicament, up, below. We're so talented, we get like so comfortable and big-headed that is like that shit consumes people's souls. And then once it does that, your music is just like watered down, Can I promote this?
Bars, sure, yeah.
Aqua, hydrate yourself, you know what I'm saying? Boost up your soul again,
Or Arrowhead, yeah.
It doesn't mean necessarily go back to the hood and do hood things with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Just be inspired. Walk around, see a billboard, be inspired. I'm inspired by this lighter.
Really?
I'm gonna use it for the next song.
Ooh,
this may be my Lil Wayne type feel.
Well, hey, anybody that makes a song called On Some Shit, we're probably gonna have to support it.
Yeah.
We'll be putting that on the Spotify playlist real quick.
Name a percentage. Throw it
On
at
some
me.
shit. There you go.
Right.
Split the publishing.
Yeah, we got
All right. Haiti Babii. You got anything big planned coming out soon? Anything crazy in the works?
new single dropping, Blue Dragon, dropping everywhere, premiering on Complex. Shout out my management, my team. Shout out Empire, and shout out all the young artists in my age that's doing their thing, and we here to stay, and especially me. I'm trying to change the game. Not trying. I'm going to change the game.
The game will be changed.
Yeah, the game will be changed.
It's a fact. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you,
Thank you for coming on. Very excited to see what's to come. No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Pow, 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 pow. You got to take me to either Haiti or Stockton.
Gotta take you to Stockton or yeah.
Either one.
We're gonna take you to both.
I'm sure they're pretty similar.
Stockton gonna show you love too.
Yeah?
Yeah, you all they watch.
Ooh, okay. There you go.
You finna go No Jumper?
Hey.
What? Yeah.
That's big for the city. All right. Stockton, book me. Peace.